All right, welcome back. Today we actually have a couple questions from the last video. We're up to like 180 something subscribers now. That's pretty cool. I didn't think I would have that many, but apparently somebody likes my content. But okay. First question wasn't from last video, but it was from one of my shorts that I told him I'd answer it in this video. Clift Montgomery asked, or commented, "Let me ask you, I have the same setup," talking about my Glock 45. He said, "I have the same setup, want the Radian, also," talking about the Radian Afterburner, "but it's such an expensive buy. I need an opinion before I buy the money, or before I spend the money." Okay, well, you've probably seen a bunch of reviews on it now because they're actually shipping them out. I actually waited like 5 months to get mine because Optics Planet said it had it in stock, but as soon as I ordered it, they were like, "Oh, actually, no, we're gonna make you wait." So I had to wait like 5 months, and it's like $400 for a compensator, which in my opinion is, oh, it's worth it and not worth it at the same time. So the Radian fits on the Glock 19. Well, they're coming out with the Glock 17 now, but Gen 3, 4, and 5, it is a barrel and a compensator combo. They match barrel, and it's a taper lock mount, and it's a very good compensator. And it works with factory recoil spring, and it runs 115, 124 grain like butter. Reason I don't have it on here is because I sold it, because not that I had a bad taste in my mouth when I got it because I was waiting for so long. Once I got it in the mail, that all went out the window because I've never like ran from my mailbox before because I was super excited to try it out and put it on. Looks super sexy, feels great. Mounting system's awesome, but they advertise like 44% recoil reduction. I don't know how the hell you measure that, but it doesn't do that at all. For me at least, I have proper thumbs forward grip, and I know how to vise the gun and keep it flat. You could feel the recoil impulse was different, but for $400, it didn't do shit, to be blunt. So I would suggest no. If you know how to shoot, the best thing to spend your money on for a Glock is I have the performance trigger in here, the Glock performance trigger. I paid like 120 for that from my local gun store. Much better buy in my opinion. So $400 for your sight settling 0.2 seconds faster, so you're getting like a 0.3 boost in your split time, versus for $400 versus a much more accurate trigger with a better break and better wall for 100, 120, depending on where you buy it. So performance trigger is way better in my opinion because it takes the slop out of the break. So yeah, that's my answer on that. Seth Davis commented, "Hey, I'd like to know your opinion about metal frame guns versus polymer frame guns for shooting experience. I've been eyeing CZs, polymer frame PO7 and metal frame PO1, and I'd like to know your take on it." I would love to give you my opinion on that, but I can't because I have never shot a metal frame pistol ever. So I would love to tell you which one's better or which one I think feels better, But if you're looking, I'm also looking at CZs for my next firearm purchase. I want a PO7, but at the same time, I've kind of surpassed the 15 round capacity with my other weapons, and for me to buy a gun, it needs to like do something just as good or better than what I already have. So I would probably go with a PO9 is the 17 round like full size frame polymer striker fire. I'm looking at those, and I don't know. It's kind of a Giga Chad move to go with a like full metal frame for, especially if you're like EDC, like carrying it like appendix or something. That's pretty baller. But I I would I wouldn't do that, or I feel like I wouldn't like that because I leave my gun in my console while I'm at work, and when my car is sitting in the heat, like I can feel the slide of a polymer frame gun gets hot when it's sitting in the console for 10 hours in the sun. I couldn't imagine what the metal frame gun would do. All right, sorry, my storage is full, but my next firearm purchase will probably be a CZ handgun because I have a special connection to CZ from just personal things. But all right, the next comment was from Matthew Couples. I hope I'm saying that right. He said, "What basis are you saying you'll get legally screwed by not having a weapon light?" So I have got basis. Went to mass.gov. You can look this up for self-defense law, I guess. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice. I have to say that. This is from mass.gov. This is the prosecutor's playbook, if you will. Quote, "To prove that the defendant did not act in self-defense, the Commonwealth must prove one of the following things beyond reasonable doubt. 1. The defendant did not reasonably believe he was being attacked or immediately in danger. 2. The defendant did not do everything reasonable to the circumstances to avoid physical combat before resorting to force. 3. The defendant did not use force to defend himself that was reasonably necessary in the circumstances." End quote. Okay, so point 1, the defendant did not reasonably believe he was being attacked or immediately in danger. In order to clearly articulate in court to plead your case, you have to be able to clearly articulate that you could identify the threat that was imminent. You have to articulate why you engage the threat. At night, you have to be able to identify the threat in order to, you have to know if you need to use deadly force or not. Weapon light will let you identify, and it's also a force multiplier because you can change somebody's mind with a weapon light. Because if you blind somebody, they think twice about pushing towards you because they can't fucking see you anymore, okay? Somebody's probably going to ask, "Hey Maverick, why, not everything happens at night?" Yeah, that's right. You should still have a weapon light because although you can't turn the sun off, there's these cool things that we have made called buildings, and sometimes they get dark, and crime likes to happen in the dark because criminals don't like to be seen doing crime. So you want to have a weapon light so 1, you can illuminate, see what the hell you're doing, and identify a target or threat and engage accurately, because you have to use a handheld light. Then you only have one hand on the gun unless you're using certain type of lights. You're still compromising your shooting, so then you have to articulate that in court. Oh, well, I missed shots, slung a shot through a wall, hit a pedestrian behind this guy because I only had one hand on the gun, and you probably don't train that either, so it's probably fucking missed everything. So that is my basis. That was from mass.gov. That is the basis I'm going off of. Court systems are our court system, US, sucks. I don't know if you had any experience with the court system, but anybody that has will tell you that it's a nightmare. And this is why you should also have concealed carry insurance. I have concealed carry insurance because you will spend a lot of money defending yourself, even though you were in the right for shooting somebody that was a piece of trash and was trying to harm you or your family member. So there you go. That's my basis for saying that. Mr. J Diesel, what's up? Good stuff, man. Definitely every EDC should have a light. You're right. You gotta eat the meat and spit out the bones in YouTube content. Yeah, you gotta watch like 15 different videos on the same thing and then just kind of compare and contrast, because everybody has an agenda, and if they don't, then they usually leave stuff out or something like that. But there's a few people that actually give you well-researched knowledge on gear or guns or different stuff like that. So don't trust everybody's opinion on everything. All right, today's topic that I want to talk about is watching reviews of opinion, because that's one thing that's been bothering me lately, is watching a video of somebody that has received a product or has bought a product, and they have glorified this product in their head, and they are now making a video on it without actually putting it through its paces. And now they're telling you, you should buy this because they have glorified it, and they are like, oh, this is the best thing ever. Here's why. They have no factual basis backing that up. Like, I was watching a video from Thin Line Defense, which I like his stuff, but this one video, it was like a year ago. I was watching it today, actually, from, it was a review. It was comparing the Holosun 507C, the standard like circle dot reticle, and then the ACSS Vulcan. He, like, throughout the entire video was saying how terrible, he didn't say specifically it was terrible, but you could tell through context of how he was talking that when you're using the regular like 2 MOA or the 65 MOA, or was it the 32 MOA dot reticle, that, oh, you're only using that and you think it's fine because you're a pleb and you shoot on flat ranges and you never do any dynamic shooting. And, you know, this ACSS Vulcan reticle is so much better because it's designed to get you back on target in ways that you should actually be shooting, you know. Yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe he seems pretty passionate about this. Maybe he's got a good point behind this. So yeah, I start fucking laying down, doing all types of shit in my house. I'm just pulling my gun up, seeing if I can't find the dot. I found the dot every fucking time. It's called training. And like, I really don't do that much dynamic shooting, and I'm trying to do more, but you know, I've been really busy this past month. So don't listen to everything. Like, obviously I deduced from that video that, oh my God, I have to get the ACSS Vulcan now. Like, oh, I'll never be able to hit anything. I'll never be able to find my dot when I'm laying down, or if I'm, you know, shooting from a barricade or behind a car or something. Yeah, no, it's absolutely stupid. So spend your money how you want. Another example that I like of this is GBRS. Whenever they get a new SIG product in, they immediately, like, you can, in the video, they show themselves opening the box for the first time. They're like, oh, it's a first impressions video. No, it's like their fucking review. Because, like, they'll open, like, oh, hey, we just got these new SIG suppressors. Oh, man, this would be great. Because they were talking about how great it would be in a CQB environment because the suppressor's short and it still has great sound suppression and low blast signature. I was like, dude, what do you can't know that. You put like 15 rounds through it in a flat range with no enclosed area. Like, there's no way you can know that. So they'll just get up there, you know, pop 4 rounds off into a C-zone from 5 yards away with their fucking Hydra mount that's 3 feet tall, you know, just fucking jacked as hell. Just bang bang. Oh, the suppressor's great, you know? Like, no, I don't know. You didn't actually test anything. How do you know that it's a great suppressor when you got this for free and you just slapped it on your gun and now you shot a mag through it and oh, suddenly this is like the greatest suppressor ever? So, and then like they'll get a new, like the macro, like when that came out, boom, slapped the new box down on the table, open it up for the first time, and then immediately just start like holding it and it starts saying like, oh, this is the best thing ever. It hasn't even fucking shot it yet. Just holds it up. Oh yeah, you know, wow, yeah, this is great, you know, new grip and everything. And man, yeah, a new rail for lights and compensator. It's crazy. And then they're just pow pow, bang bang from, you know, 7 yards. And then tell you it's the greatest thing ever. Like, oh yeah, this is my new EDC. Doesn't even know if it fucking runs well. Cause that was back when like SIG was having all those fucking misfire issues. Like, oh yeah, this is my new EDC. Dude, you put a mag through it. Like, have you not heard about the, you know, the misfire, you know, dead trigger, like shaking it when it's trigger's pinned. Pin the trigger, no shot, shake it, shoots. So yeah, they don't talk about that, but that's something that you'll have to, you know, do your research on. And that's why you just have to, you can't take anybody at their word anymore, because they're, I don't want to say a shill, but they just, I guess, don't know how to make certain content quality. So they just push shit out without actually vetting it through anything or testing it. So yeah, just I guess moral of the story is get training and see what works for you. So appreciate y'all watching. Leave a comment about anything you want to ask me about, and I'll try to get to it in the next video. Thank you for watching.